Okay, so in order to create a new catalog, as I said, it has been captured in the transport request, which is good. And make sure you are under catalogs section. Click on this plus icon. So it will prompt you to create a catalog, either standard or a remote option. So remote, we have a couple of other details, but let's go for a standard catalog creation. Let's say as custom manager apps and ID as Z CUST MTR. Save. So as you can see, the custom manager apps, the title has been created. You can change or edit title whenever you want, but the ID will not be changed. Okay, so once it is created, the ID will be created as it is. Okay, so right now we don't have any tiles in here, but I would like to copy from SAP standard catalogs. So the purpose is I don't want to give all these 3 tiles to one manager. Okay, so I just want to create these 2 tiles, or else like even a couple of other tiles from HCM, employee group, and as well as 2 apps from this manager groups. Let's create a custom catalogs and group, and we will assign those 4 or 5 tiles in here. Okay, so once you select once you created a custom catalog, now go back to the SAP standard catalog, hold the tile, drag and drop on create reference. So when you mouse over it, so when you hold it and mouse over it, so you will see these 2 options coming. You can either delete or you can create reference. So it's always SAP best practice not to delete any SAP standard content. So we can create a new custom stuff and copy into that group or catalog, and then you can modify it and change it accordingly as per your business requirements. Okay, so let's I just want to add this approve leave request into customer manager apps. Okay, so all I do is just drag and move it on create reference. So when I release it, it will pop up saying which catalog you want to put it in. Okay, so we created customer manager apps. Select the first one. As you see, the number 1 has been shown up here. Okay, so it is really important when we move any tiles or catalogs here. So any tiles from one catalog to another catalog, along with the tile, it is also important to move the target mapping. So without target mapping, the application will not work. So we need to check what is its respective target mapping. So as these are just 3 tiles, we can easily identify which is our right target mapping. For example, approve leave request. So this is a leave request, approve, and this is a semantic object, and this is an action required. But to make sure whether we have if it is like 20 or 30 applications, so how do we choose the right one? So click on the tile. It opens up properties of all the of its tile, and it says what is the tile name, subtitle, keywords, icon, and this is a service URL. This is the application where the the app has been stored, and the semantic object, leave request, approve, action is an approve. So these are the different properties of its approve leave request tile. So just make sure when we move target mapping from one catalog to another catalog, always check what is your semantic object. Okay, so and also its respective action. So please remember, in this case it is leave request and approve. Now go back, click on the target mapping, leave request and approve. Okay, so select that and click on create reference, which is at the bottom. Okay, create reference, and again it pops you where you want to create. So I want to create in my catalog, which is customer manager apps. So as you notice, now it is changed to 2. So which means in my catalog I have one tile and its target mapping. Okay, so if you notice 1 and there is no target mapping, and you will not see the application in your group here. So always remember, an application should have its tile and its respective target mapping. So let's go back and add one more. Approve timesheets. Select your catalog. As you see, reference for tile approval is created in this catalog. This message is important. This will tell you that the changes has been saved in your transport request. If you don't specify transport request, and sometimes you will see in pop-up message saying there is an error. Okay, and now let's move the target mapping for approved timesheets. So let's check its semantic object and action approve. Okay, so let's go back. Semantic object, time entry, approve. Okay, and click on create reference. Move to customer manager apps. That's it. So we have created 2 tiles from SAP standard, and its respective target mapping is also moved here. So as you notice, if it is a reference, then you'll see the reference boxes has been selected. So in the tiles, if you see the border line as a dotted lines, that tells you that this application, this tile is a reference tile. So the original tile is residing somewhere else, which is this group with this catalog. Okay, so how to break the reference? So let's open the catalog, and as you see, this is a reference tile message at the bottom. Okay, so always make sure, if you want to break the reference, just change something on this application. For example, approve time sheets instead of time sheets, just a time sheet, and then save. So it will throw you a message that changing the configuration breaks the reference. Do you want to still see the changes? So I would say okay. So as you notice, there is a difference between this tile and this tile. So it is still dotted because the reference is still not broken, and here this is not a reference tile anymore. So if you want to check, you'll see there is no message at the bottom. So any changes on this application will be, the reference point will be broken. Okay, so I would like to also add a couple of employee related tiles. So for example, like people profile, create reference, move on, create reference, select your catalog. So I don't know its respective semantic object and action. So let's go and check what is its semantic object. Open the tile, and its semantic object is personal profile and display. So let's go check personal profile display in the target mapping, personal profile display. So this is an easy way to check, to make sure we selected the right target mapping. And click on create reference, move it here. Okay, so each app will have one tile, for each catalog will have one tile, and as well as target mapping. So in this case, we moved approve timesheet, people profile, approve leave request, 3 tiles plus 3 target mappings. Okay, so we have done with creating a catalog with some tiles in it. Now how to create a group? So let's go and select this tab, groups, click on this plus icon at the bottom on your left hand side, say custom manager apps, zcast mgr group. Save it. If you don't want user to personalize this group, you can uncheck it, but by default it's already been checked, so that's okay. Yes, save it. And as you can see, there is a custom manager apps group has been created. So I have catalog and I have created group, but group doesn't have any tiles in it. Okay, so in this case, this manager HCM is a group name, and these are all coming in within the catalogs. Okay, so we just created zcast mgr group as an ID and a custom manager apps as a group name. So let's add catalogs to it. Click on the plus icon here and select your custom created catalog, so which is the first one. Okay, so as you notice, we moved 3 apps in there, and you can see all those 3 apps. So either you can select any one of these 3 apps, or all of them if you want to have all 3 apps into that group. So just by clicking on this plus icon. Okay, so once this done, go back and you will see all these 3 tiles has been shown up here in the group. Okay, so all these changes, please make sure all these changes are captured in the transport request, this one. So we are good with that information, and we created a catalog, we assigned SAP standard tiles to our custom created catalog, and we moved all these tiles into our group. So how to assign this catalog and groups to a new user? Okay, so let's go back to GUI. Let's create a role. Let's assume that this z underscore custom underscore manager is our role, the single role. Apps. Okay, so give some description and click on the menu tab, and you'll see a context menu on this button transaction. So click on that insert node and select SAP Fiori tile catalog. Okay, so there will be a pop-up which saying assign tile catalog. Choose the catalog ID, which is our z underscore cust manager. Okay, click on this tick icon, and similarly we have to assign group, which is SAP Fiori tile group. C cust manager group. Okay, so we have assigned one catalog, so group, and as well as this is a catalog and this is a group. Okay, so we have just want to recap the steps which has been done. We created a catalogs, assigned tiles to a catalog, we created group, assigned tiles into it, and we created a role, this role, and we have assigned both catalogs and groups to it. Now if any user who is having this role will automatically, you can see that group in the Fiori Launchpad. So I'm just assigning to myself. Click on user comparison. just save it. So go back to the browser, come back to home screen, just refresh. See, you've seen custom manager apps. This is a group which is having all these 3 apps. Okay, so this is how we create catalog groups and role, and how we assign that to a user. So once these changes are done, just make sure that you can release this transport request, and the transport request will have the changes which has been done recently, like this customer manager apps. So this is a simple configuration of how to add catalogs, groups and rows to the users. I hope you guys understood how to do these activities now. So thank you for your time.